Well, thank you so much for staying with 13. Your time is 6:45 a.m. This morning, we are continuing our series Mental Health Mondays. It's all about reminding you that you're not fighting your battles alone. Today, we're putting the focus on people who are dealing with the impacts of job loss.
And our morning reporter Taylor Hicks joins us live in studio. She has details on the psychological effects of unemployment and tips on how to get through it. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning, Caitlin and Wanye. When people lose their jobs, experts say it's more than just losing your source of income. You can also lose your sense of self, your daily routine, and even your life's purpose. And losing those things can lead to even darker times. I spoke with two mental health experts who say they're no strangers to the subject of job loss. According to the Department of Labor, as of December of 2021, unemployment rates in Central Georgia hit 2.5%. That's better than December of 2020 when the rate was at 5.8%. But even though employment rates are up, this still means that thousands of Central Georgians are without a job.
I don't know how I'm gonna make ends meet, or I'm losing my place because I don't have enough money to pay the bills. What am I gonna do with my kids?
These are things that mental health expert Gloria Cisse says she hears from clients who suffer from job loss often.
Job loss is definitely a big concern for a lot of people. And so then, like I said earlier, it leads to anxiety and depression.
Bruce Kahn, therapist with Piedmont Medical, says this is because the loss of a job can cause people to feel, well, lost.
We get our identity involved in our job. Our jobs are very meaningful. It feels like a loss of identity.
So we need to be very mindful of how important a job is for another person. And during this pandemic, when people lose their jobs, they kind of lose their sense of purpose.
This comes from loss of routine, motivation, and isolation. Both Cisse and Kahn have tips to prevent these things from happening.
Find a way to structure your time. Find a way. You're used to sort of being on the job those hours, so it's almost like you got to clock into your new job, which is you.
Be sure to spend more time with your family and friends and doing things that increase your happiness.
It might mean journaling to figure out what you want to do, and maybe you go through a big change. Maybe this loss is not such a loss, but an opportunity.
And here's more advice that you may find helpful. Reach out for support. You need to talk to people during this time. Also, give yourself time to accept what's happening. Try out new hobbies that bring joy to your life. It just might help you plan your next career move. Wanya and Caitlin, back to you.
Those are awesome. Really, really great tips. Thank you so much, Taylor.
Yeah, definitely, Taylor. A phenomenal story. And that's so important. Just like we were talking about earlier, Caitlin, I think sometimes it can get easy to get all caught up in our head and worry about everything that we have planned. But you literally just have to take things one step at a time sometimes.
I like what Bruce Kahn said, too, that it may be not necessarily a loss, but an opportunity, an open door that's coming for you.
Exactly. You know, they have a saying, you know, you can turn that L into a lesson. So it's not a loss. It's actually a lesson that you can use. For a local resource guide on mental health, text HELP to 478-752-1309. Again, text the word HELP to 478-752-1309, and we will send tips and resources directly to your phone.